If you track with the channel, of course you know that we have got a whole load out of PlayStation Plus over the years. This is the subscription service on your PlayStation that gets you online and playing with friends and family who aren't in the same place, lets you share and cooperate in games in new ways, but also brings a couple of games each month into your game collection, as well as offering a whole host of discounts on games that you might be buying. Well, this month we're hitting 10 years since PlayStation Plus was first introduced back in June 29th, 2010. So we're going to look back at the games that we've enjoyed on PlayStation Plus, one for each of those 10 years. Not only titles that we played when they were originally out, but games that we're still playing and enjoying now. The first of our PlayStation Plus games is all the way back in 2010, when we had Ratchet and Clank Quest for Booty that brought platforming action onto the PlayStation 3, and to be able to download that as part of our subscription meant that we quickly got into this as a family, enjoyed playing it together, taking turns with the controls, and in particular that kind of through line of that really strong storytelling that new Ratchet and Clank games still do so well today. On to 2011, and the game that stands out for us this year on PlayStation Plus was of course Costume Quest on PlayStation 3. Now this is a little bit different. It's a role-play adventure, but one that's really suited for families. Not only are you playing a child, but your kind of power-ups all around dressing up in trick-or-treat outfits in the Halloween, and you go around collecting candy from the kind of the evil goblins that are taking over. So this was a game that kind of drew in the whole family, and actually for some of our kids this was one of the first games that they played and played an active role in kind of being at the controls and actually progressing some of the storyline. And on to 2012, and the game that sticks in our mind still, and we still sometimes get the old PlayStation out and play it, is the Simpsons Arcade game. So this brought the game that you could play in the arcades, coin operated, but you could obviously play it on your home console. And it was great for families because it's that 4-player, quick action. You know, you don't need a huge amount of skill, but you can just come together and enjoy the Simpson themed brawling action that still stands out as kind of a high watermark for some of these games. On to 2013, and this year a bit of different game that sticks in our mind from PlayStation Plus was New Little King Story on the Vita. Now this was an unusual kind of strategy game. You had this overarching kingdom that you were running, and you had to attract the right minions because they could then go out and perform certain tasks. And because you went out on these missions with them, it had this nice puzzle strategic element, which again involved a wide range of the family. It's still one of our favourite PlayStation Plus games today. So on to 2014, and in our family that was the year of Harry Potter, and so when Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7 popped up on PlayStation Plus, we were straight in there. This is the Vita version, which is actually really fully featured, and you can play through those years 5 to 7 with Harry Potter. All those characters that we have learned to love in the films and in the books, so of course this is a game that is really good for all the family, and it's great to see it on PlayStation Plus. In 2015, our choice takes a turn to a more sporting direction. This is the combination of football and car racing that of course is Rocket League. It sounds a little bit wacky and a bit confusing if you've not seen it before, but really in a family this is ideal with 4-player split screen, local play or online multiplayer, and it's really competitive. So that's easily our choice for 2015 of favourite PlayStation Plus game. Now in 2016 there were loads of great games on PlayStation Plus and we worked our way through them, but the one that sticks in our mind is the one that's a little bit more unusual, which is this Locoroco Cocoreccho, which is kind of almost like an interactive screensaver, but the interactions really draw you in, and particularly if you've got younger members of the family looking for games to play that really engage them and sort of create a fascination and an inquisitiveness into what the game is. This is a great title for them, and there's really nothing like it, so I was really pleased to see this on PlayStation Plus. On to 2017, and in our family there was one game head and shoulders above any other. We played it over and over, which was Tearaway Unfolded on the PlayStation 4. You explore this paper handcrafted world with these cute little characters and discover a really beautiful, heartwarming story. More than that, you can earn these foldable paper macrame printouts that you can then fold and create the physical versions of those online creatures. So there's loads of reasons that this is a really great fit for family, and I was so happy to see it on PlayStation Plus in 2017. On into 2018, and our kids, must admit, were getting a little bit older by this time, and we're looking for a more exuberant, more adventurous kind of experience, and that came on PlayStation Plus in the form of Knack on PlayStation 4, which is this robot that's created out of kind of recycled junk and garbage and wood and metal, and you can change shape, and it has that kind of arcade brawling feel, but also you could play it in 2 players if you wanted, with 1 player assisting, and went through this really beautiful Pixar adventure that the cutscenes were almost like watching a little movie. So it's just a really good fit for the age of our kids in 2018, and it was good to see it on PlayStation Plus. Coming into 2019, and this for us was the year where we as a family wanted to play together, but wanted to play competitively, although sometimes we weren't all in the same place at the same time. But Horizon Chase Turbo on the PlayStation 4 arrived on PlayStation Plus at just that right moment. We could play this together in 4 players in that old style, almost outrun-y kind of racing format, but you could also race each other's ghost laps to see who had the fastest lap in the family. And what developed was a really nice back and forth between mum, the boys, my daughter, myself, enjoying that competitive nature of Horizon Chase Zero. So it was really good to get that for free on PlayStation Plus. Which brings us bang up to date, 10 years later to 2020. Obviously, in those 10 years, the shape of our family has changed tremendously. The kids have grown up, we've all got older, but we're still finding PlayStation Plus games to enjoy. And at the moment, it is Cities Skylines. And this is the game where you come along and you take charge of a city. But you lay down the different zones, the different transport systems, the different water systems, and then you kind of run and earn enough money to pay for all these facilities and all these amenities and try and balance that. So it's a real strategy game that needs a lot of attention, a lot of fine tuning. And again, it's something that us as a family have enjoyed sharing, and we'll all come up with different tactics and different approaches to our different cities. So that's another game we've enjoyed from PlayStation Plus. So over the years, our subscription to PlayStation Plus has not only let us play online with friends and family, we have got a few discounts on some games we've bought, but it's those free monthly games and finding really great titles that have been handpicked, and there's always something for families in there. That means our growing library of games on the PlayStation has really been boosted. We still buy the odd game ourselves, the standalone games or the ones that we particularly want to play that aren't part of that, but those PlayStation Plus games have given us a really good baseline to have that kind of ready-built game collection. So if you've not checked it out for your family, I would recommend giving it a look. Of course, you need it to play online and some of those other game share features.